What's going on, boys? We are live talking UFC 280 and UFC Vegas 63, a little special 2-in-1 for y'all boys. And as always, this is Totally Blitz Podcast. I'm Paul Pick'em Concha, and I'm joined with.
Damn, I just got the notification that we live in this motherfucker. You already know it's your boy Kev Waterboy, boy, aka the Don PYE, aka the motherfucker on your screen right now with my fresh straw hat. You feel me? And we in this bitch with a special guest. He's special to us, even more special to you, dirty bitches. Talk to him, man.
Always with such nice introduction. Yo, it's your boy comedian Romeo back, aka Mr. Fight IQ. I already know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm here joining Totally Blitz. Holla at my guys about the recap and what's about to be happening in the future.
Well, shit, where do y'all want to start here, boys? Abu Dhabi was a fucking show. If y'all missed the live stream at comedian Romeo Max channel, boy, we was lit off the drink, smoking, and partying, basically.
The highest viewed video yet I have. So I'm happy.
Nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was so fun. Like, that was probably the funnest live stream we've done so far. So before we talk about the fights, what were your favorite parts of the live stream? Because low-key, I've watched that bitch twice. Whole 2 hours, 57 minutes.
Let me think. Because I was pretty drunk.
I think my favorite part was when O'Malley won and all of our jaws dropped. Like, you just see everybody, like, you know, when they show people's reaction live to something, like, they could have fucking all of our reactions one by one, because everyone was like a half second delayed off of each other. So we all jaw dropped a little bit later than one another's.
You know what my favorite part was? Honestly, that first fight that we didn't care about. You know what I'm saying? We were just like talking shit through it. And then when the girl went, I was like, "Fuck this bitch!" Yes.
Yeah, that's her new name from now on.
I've been telling everybody. So I've been sharing the live stream with anybody that I know that fucks with fighting. And everybody says two things. Right? It was like, "God damn, y'all killed them first, bitches." It was like, and I've been telling everybody the story. Like, "Hey, bro," I was like, "Yo, we wasn't even watching the fight. We was just using this as a fight to get high to, because the Sean Brady fight,
right,
the Muhammad Bilal and Sean Brady fight was really our beginning of the card." And then I'm telling these niggas asking like, "Yo, what's this girl's name?" My dog said, "This bitch name is Dumb Bitch because you just fucked up my parlays." And then they say we hate TJ Dillashaw. They're like, "Y'all fucking hate that dude." I'm like,
why not as much as Aljo did.
I don't know, man. I ain't like TJ. The first time I seen TJ, I didn't know this was TJ at the time. The Ultimate Fighter. It's the same season. I want to say with Kimbo Slice.
You talking about with Cody Garbrandt?
Nah, I'm talking about the Ultimate Fighter in the house. That's the first time I seen a dude go for like the fist bump. TJ threw up the fist bump, and when the guy went to bump it, he went for the immediate takedown. Even Dana White said it. He was like, "Yo, like, we don't do that here. Like, I don't know where you've been training." Since that day, I've not liked him, and he was not even in the UFC. He didn't even win. Like, actually, he did win the Ultimate Fighter. I want to say he did win, but yeah, I haven't liked him since then. He was a bitch in that house, and he's a bitch.
I just don't like his, if you're gonna be a villain, be like Conor McGregor. Be the fucking villain. But if don't try to be on one side of the media like, "Oh, they took my chances away, man. I'm just striving to be better." And then the other side, you're a fucking juice head. All right, you can't have both sides of the coin.
Facts.
And now he's talking. And now he's lying because he cheated. Like, man, let's get into this card. So I'm gonna save my shit when I get to his ass.
Oh shit!
What we doing, Paul? We starting off with Sean Brady and Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, we can start off with that one. That was a shocker. Like, not by who won, but just by how they won was a shocker to me. I did not expect Bilal Muhammad to be just throwing that jab, the combo, just throwing fucking hands.
No cap. I was a big Bilal Muhammad fan since we covered him. I beating Vicente Luque. You know I fuck with Luque heavy. So motherfucking, I just knew he was the truth by the way he fucked up Luque. But like, when I seen Khabib was in his corner, I was like, "Oh, bro, might be dangerous for real." And he killed Brady.
The way I'm a fan of Bilal Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really care for Sean Brady. Not in this fight. You know, any other fight, I'm like, "Oh yeah." But during this, I was like, Bilal's too strong. I've seen it many times over. He's just too strong. And you could see it. He almost has titties. That's how big his chest is. And he cuts that down to 170. That's a big fucking 170. He's walking around looking like Joaquin Buckley, but at 170, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and I know when he hits, it hurts because being that big, and he's almost like a giant Dustin Poirier.
Big swole ass.
With the luck of Neil Magny. fights where I thought he was gonna lose, he won. I didn't think he was gonna beat Vicente. I didn't think he was gonna beat who else? Wonder Boy. And the way he beat Wonder Boy, he beat him worse than Tyron.
Yeah, no, he beat him down.
He beat him worse than Tyron Woodley. You know what I'm saying? And that was for 2 title fights. So I fuck with Bilal. Him asking for Hamzat, think he's biting off more than he could chew.
That's there, and Hamzat was there.
He's been asking for Hamzat since before this fight. He wanted Hamzat in Abu Dhabi instead of Brady, but Sean Brady is the only one that accepted it or some shit like that. Like, so he's been asking for Hamzat.
I want to go on record to say the first person to ask for Hamzat openly, Neil Magny. You know, I'm just going on record and say that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm
loud doing it now.
About.
But Neil Magny Ben did it when Hamzat was calling out Izzy, like, I'll fight the skinny guy. Neil Magny on Twitter, he's like, I'm a skinny guy. What's up?
Yeah, I like
respect that.
You know?
Shit, but with Bilal, like, I knew he could wrestle, so I was just shocked that I'm not saying Brady's the best striker in the world, but I didn't think Muhammad had hands. I just thought he was just gonna grapple or just be really good at not being able to get taken down.
To me, you know what made his hands look better? His opponent hands, I don't think is up to his anyway. But what made his striking look so much more superior, he kept Sean Brady on his kept him going back. He kept coming at him. You ain't giving that space to do no takedowns, this, that, and the third. And then even if he would, it would have just been he would have stuffed it. You know, like he kept pressing him, so he couldn't do nothing. You know, he neutralized his ass, which made him look even better because he does have the skill set.
One thing, I don't know if y'all saw the clip that I thought was funny was Tai Tuivasa. You know, they had all the fighters next to each other. Tai Tuivasa, whenever he knocked out Brady, he looked over to Leon Edwards. It was like, he's coming, like say something like he's coming for you or some shit like that, because Edwards and Muhammad had that no contest, which was like a 50-50 fight right before.
I had Bilal for that fight.
Yeah, like, so, like, and Edwards was just shaking his head like, nah, I ain't gonna do it or some shit like that.
Yo, Ty is nasty, man. He drank Volkanovski spit.
Yeah. Bro, that shit was fucking gross. And they waited for the camera. They waited for the camera to show the world that shit. I was like, y'all fucking disgusting. He's
and then Volkanovski hawked it up from the sole of his feet. He was like,
from down under.
To give out the smallest loogie ever. I was like, what the fuck was that?
That's because Volk's like 5'4", bro. That was probably a giant woogie for him.
I was like, his loogie looked like a pinky nail. You know what I'm saying?
Tai Tuivasa probably got it and was like, all right, come on, spit. I'm waiting.
Right. Next time he's going to be like, just spit in my mouth. I'm like, gay.
Well, shit. Well, on to the intermission fight, which is what we were calling it during the thing where everyone got the candies, got the drink, use the restroom if you had to. Chuokian versus Marion Furio, better known as that dumb bitch who ruined the parlay. So Romeo Mack, let us know what happened.
First, I want to say I love Caitlin Chukagian. Okay, she's a good fighter. She'll never be champion. She was a contender before, but that'll never happen.
She was number one, I think, for like a good 6 to 8 months. Like, just coasted.
That won't happen again. You know what I'm saying? Her time is past. The best thing I love about her is she lost to Valentina and then beat up her sister. I was like, that's right, nigga. Put hands on the family. You can't
right after too. I think it was the next fight.
Yeah, and I want to say Valentina's sister is older than Valentina, so it just made me feel better. But dumb bitch, you made me fuck up my parlay. That bitch hit hard, y'all. You can see it in the strikes, the strength distance, the difference. Look, the liquor's kicking in. That bitch hit hard. Like, Caitlin would have had to, this fight almost remind me of like when Dominic Cruz fought Chito Vera. Like, Cruz had to come. Caitlin would have just had to keep coming with so much to overwhelm her to win. And that was not happening. Every time this girl hit her, it was like, okay, let me stop and rethink. Man, that girl was just boom, boom. She was like, okay. She could have knocked her out if she wanted to. She just doesn't have as much experience as Caitlin.
10-1. I mean, in France, they got 2 hitters. They got Gane and Furio. I think they only have 4 UFC fighters, so at least half of them are contenders right now.
There it goes. When's the next UFC France coming?
Yeah, you need to put her. Yeah, we got another one, though. We get Gane and Furio on that bitch.
Probably 6 months, right?
Probably. I mean, they probably will space it out longer after how UFC London 2 didn't do just as good as UFC London the first one this year, and everyone gave it shit. So I think they're gonna let space out.
They're gonna wait for Tony Aspinall to get healed.
They like UFC in France. They probably waiting for motherfucking to figure out what the fuck's going on with this heavyweight division.
True. But Furio 10-1. I mean, her and Talia Santos are both like the new bloods in that division.
And I fuck with Talia Santos, bro. Oh yeah, now, if she fought her, my money's on Santos, man. That little sexy fucking bitch. Oh, that's her name. Little sexy. I don't even want to call her a bitch. Little sexy thing.
That little sexy thing.
Yeah, you know how he had PYT? Mine's is LST. Little sexy thing. Parentheses that I'd like to have sex with. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And then let's see. Our next fight, honestly, I think it was more split going into it on the stream than I think the Islam Oliveira fight was. But the Dariush versus Gamrot. And then Dariush is one. I think it was a one-sided. He stuffed every takedown and was just piecing his ass up from the outside the whole fight.
This fight here, I was mad because I put my money on Gamrot. You know what I'm saying? But Beneil Dariush beat his motherfucking. I don't know why I don't like Beneil Dariush. I don't know if it's because he fought Tony Ferguson and I used to just love Tony Ferguson, or is it because he's only like a year older than me with gray hair? I'm like, dog, you're a year older than me, 2 years older than me. Your hair shouldn't look like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga's a fucking wizard the way this
stop looking like a grandpa and shit. But boy, his body ain't got gray in it. He fucked him up. He beat his ass. I'm surprised he didn't submit him.
4 of 19 takedowns for Gamrot. That shit was not working.
That's what I'm saying.
I had Dariush coming into the fight because I felt like I didn't like Gamrot's showing. I still don't think Gamrot won the last fight that he was in. But Dariush is motherfucking. He's a real. I was watching it from the countdown. He's a talker. He's very confident in his abilities, and I'm just like, oh, he really believes that he's like the second or third best in this division.
He was ready to fight Islam, and Islam didn't take the fight. So like he's been salty, I think, about that since. And he wants to now kind of prove like, hey, bro, like before there was Islam, I was the guy no one wanted to fight at 155.
For that reason alone is why I went with Gamrot. Because Beneil Dariush, he kept saying like, how was Volkanovski getting a title shot? Like over me, this, that, and I was like, oh, he's overlooking his opponent. It's over with. No, he went out there and beat the shit out of him. He should have looked at the fucking Vulcan like, how do you think that you could? Why do you, I'm whooping ass? You know, like how, yeah, how Holloway did.
Oh, Holloway did Cater's ass?
Nah, not Cater. The other one. It was like a Spanish looking one.
I know he did that. He was on a run of those where he was just straight up embarrassing people.
The one he was talking to DC mid fight, he was like, "Hey man, the ABC, the one they did on ABC Live."
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm the best striker in the division."
That's Cater. That's Cater.
That is Cater.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was. Oh God, he beat Cater so bad. I thought he was fighting a Spanish dude.
Cater got a little tan on his skin.
Well, this guy.
No, he's from Boston.
Get out of him.
He definitely.
He talks like it too. All right. Yo, real quick, since we just got off that real quick on the talking about Holloway, who do you know they be saying the best boxer? Who do you think the best boxer is?
In
UFC.
Pure boxer?
Like right now.
I think it's old boy that was on the undercard of here. Pierre, like I'm talking this Pierre, but if they took you out of the cage and put you into the boxing ring, they all just had a boxing go. It's the Muradov guy. He lost, but he was literally signed with the Floyd Money team. Like he was Chezekian boxer dude. He just has no ground game at all. But his boxing is so crisp.
That's like me saying James Toney.
Nah, right? Because you're gonna say Max Holloway. I'm telling you, they went to the boxing.
No. I'm not saying Max Holloway. I'm saying the Mexican. What's that boy name?
Moreno?
But nah, Moreno. Yeah, that is his name. Why you said Moreno in my brain?
I was about to say there's not many. I'm like, it's either him
Moreno.
or Ortega. It's definitely not Brian Ortega.
Watch the first fight. Watch Moreno for 5 rounds. I was like, this dude could box, yo. I was like, they're sleeping on this dude. He's
in Mexico, bro. They come out boxing.
Yeah.
And walking forward.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Because I need to get on somebody's podcast or something. You see how like you just said like the Mexicans got the boxing and stuff, and they say like the Russians got the wrestling, and like the Brazilians watch out for the jiu-jitsu. I was like, yo, how come nobody talks about the Black American wrestling? That shit is top tier, and that shit destroys Russian wrestling. Anytime a
At the
Russian wrestler
UFC
loses
level,
on the
yeah.
ground, yeah, at the UFC level, I'm talking. Everything I'm saying is all UFC. Actually, I mean, shit.
No, like in the Olympic
Yeah,
wrestling,
to
it's the same way.
collegiate. I was just finna say, niggas don't play.
Yeah, and Olympic
You know what
wrestling
I'm
is the same
saying?
way. Like
How
Jordan
many
Ball was
gold belts does
like,
Khabib have?
Oh, his is sambo. I don't think like sir like the sambos don't compete in like wrestling.
That's the point I'm making. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? You know what I'm saying? DC got some. You feel me? No one talks about the Black American wrestling.
DC don't got gold medals, does he?
Nah. I think he got silver. Nah, he is a gold medalist. Or he was in it. Nah, he's an Olympian.
I know he was part of the Olympic team, but I didn't think he won the last like American.
Was it John Jones? Somebody? No. Who won fucking gold? You know what? I'm
The
thinking
guy
about that
who won
new
at
wrestler.
the Beijing Olympics was the one I remember.
I'm talking about that new
Henry
wrestler.
Cejudo. Henry Cejudo won the gold.
Yeah, and
you won't
DC was
shut up
on that
about it.
team. DC was on that team.
Ben Askren, but I don't. None of them have Olympic, but collegiate. Some of them are monsters, like
Yeah,
JUCO
maybe that's what I meant.
champions.
But the point I'm making is they never talk about the Black American wrestling. They only talk about black when it comes to like showing off, like Floyd Mayweather or some shit, and they say it in a negative tone.
No cap, because in like regular wrestling, like even in high school, like the like there are like teams, like there's teams from like
Never
Chicago.
bring it up, yo. Anytime, if you watch any of my old streams, I always say, I'll be like, yo, this dude's wrestling is ill, but not if you run into some black dude. And even though Aljamain is Jamaican by, nationality, same thing with
Jamaican
Kamaru.
American though.
Yeah, same thing with Kamaru. It's like, bro, you grew up around black people, you train with black people. Like, come on, bro. You got the black wrestling shit.
Hell yeah.
And that's why they'd be like, oh, Aljo, he's only a Division III wrestler or whatever. I'm like, nah, he's got that black wrestling shit. Now he's just super five with.
So TJ Dilso Division.
Yeah, it's just crazy. They never bring that up. That's all I'm saying. Polish power, all this, that, and the third. The UK people are great fighters.
Shit. Where was you was talking Poland power with Gamrot, but then he was like a Polish wrestler, and you saw what happened, and like that shit got debunked.
Once I seen where he's from, I just assumed Polish power because my boy.
You're born, like I said, your nationality, something you was born with it, bro. You didn't have a choice in it.
That's what I mean. Ethnicity, not nationality. I'm talking about ethnicity. There could be if a dude is an American and he's a Russian wrestler, they're gonna be like, oh
yeah, I see what you're
the
saying.
Russian wrestling. You know what I'm saying? The same way all these people, like you seen the Hispanic Heritage Month. All these people, they come out to their flags. They're like, yo, you're an American. Like they come out to Jamaican flags. They're American.
But technically, yeah. No, I understand.
But they're going for the ethnicity. That's what I'm saying. The ethnicity of the Black American. They never give shout outs to Black American wrestling.
We're shouting him out here on the Totally Blitz podcast and comedian Romeo Max.
And I tagged DC in a tweet. He didn't respond to that, but you respond to some other dumb shit. Damn, DC. Damn.
Letting us down. Our next fight that also let us down. Peter Yan split decision loss to Sean O'Malley. Kev, what did you think Sugar Sean won?
I'm doing what he's doing because I'm feeling how he's feeling.
This was definitely a highway robbery. I mean, Sugar Sean doesn't even feel like he really fucked bro all the way up. But in the midst, I meant to watch his podcast. He dropped an hour-long episode about how he felt about the win 2 days ago. But we got an hour to watch that bullshit. But I mean, Sean O'Malley didn't. And when you after looking at it, it's not like he fought. He definitely fought well. He had some nice like that takedown at the end of the first round that looked good. So it's not like he got in there and got fucked up and it wasn't even close. It was just like, I just don't see how two refs can sit there and say he won 2 out of 3 rounds. Like, that's insane to me. Because me personally, I would have gave Jan all 3 of them. But I can see you can make an argument for the third one. You can make an argument for the first one. But at the end of the day, those refs are fucking dickheads for that one. And do you know if Sal was reffing for this one?
I have no. Hey, and Sugar Sean, I could sum up his podcast real quick. I didn't watch it, but I did read MMA had a report on it the very next day, and it was just like, oh, I thought I won, I did damage, but if don't be mad at me. I wasn't the judge. So stop. Like at the end of the day, my record still says I got the win. Don't be mad at me because the judges gave it to me. Type shit.
I'm gonna see if I can find the scorecard.
The smart thing That's very smart. He needs to keep saying that. Yeah. People are like, do you think you won? He'd be like, ask the judge. Like, it doesn't matter what I think.
Check my record.
You know what I'm saying? He could be like, I think there was a man that walked on water once. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what people think. What only matters is what happened and what goes on the record book. You feel me? So, granted, I don't think Sean won. My money was on Jan. But I hear a lot of people saying when they watched it the second time, they can see how Sean won. And I only watched it once, and I was very intoxicated.
He did land more significant strikes and like strikes total, but the Jan, like the
six takedowns.
Jan
had 6 takedowns.
Now it's like comparing. Now I can see where it's not a complete robbery if some
like
judges are weighing the takedown.
Triple control time. He had like triple control time.
He had a 5-minute control time, I believe, in a 15-minute fight.
Yeah, to who? To what? Jan's what? Like, I mean, Sean's what? Minute?
2
it wasn't
seconds.
like 4. Oh,
2 seconds of control time.
I'm sorry, he had 150 times control time.
But the significant strikes, Sean had 84 of 163, and Jan had 58 of 96. So he was outstruck on a significant strike. So like that's where, when it comes down to the numbers, I do see the argument. I still don't think he won.
What about knockdowns?
I feel like anytime
Sean scored a knockdown.
0-0.
Yeah, Sean knocked him down.
It was a wobble. We discussed it. It was a wobble.
That's the point I'm getting at. When it comes to like anytime O'Malley really did something that made us think like, whoa, like he was gonna like a takedown at the end, or when he hit Jan with the left, but Jan came back and fucked him up that entire round, and then Jan came back and wobbled his stupid ass back. So I feel like anytime he put pressure, motherfucking, he gave pressure back. I think Jan could have went for more leg kicks because we knew that was a weakness of O'Malley. But motherfucking
21 of 21. Didn't miss a single leg kick.
But honestly, would you go for leg kicks on O'Malley being that short? You got stubby legs, so you got to get close. He's gonna back up.
Yeah, chop the tree down.
He's gonna go for range, and he's gonna be practicing like, hey, this short nigga's going for the leg kicks. He's coming through with that. And he better.
That's like I don't think O'Malley really hurt Jan too much in this fight. I always felt like he only had Jan.
He cut him and made him bleed. I'm telling you, that had to hurt. I got hurt on the paper cut.
That's true. Paper cuts hurt like motherfucker. You know what hurt also? If Jan ends up leaving, I was saying it on the thing on the stream that I could see him up and leaving. Like they hold him. Who is he gonna fight 3 people again and then get a title shot? Like that's not in his. That's not what he's doing. And now he said DC came out and said he talked with Jan, and Jan is legitimately talking about maybe getting out of the promotion because he feels like the promotion is not backing him. He thinks he probably got robbed, and he felt like he didn't do I know he did an illegal knee, but he probably feels like he probably should have never lost his belt that fight. So he kind of I can see where his mind is, and Jan doesn't seem like somebody who you can just throw more money at to keep around. It's kind of more of a respect thing with Jan.
That's so fucking real. And like I hope it doesn't go that way because he is like.
You think Jan would be quiet? It takes some hush money to calm it down.
Everybody will. Because we all know.
I do say everyone has a price.
It's not even that. Look what they're fighting for already. We all know what the UFC can pay. These people offered them 5 times as much. They're saying yes. Why do you think Diaz said yes to Hamzat? The money. Money make you say, yeah, you're a fighter anyway. You can beat the guy in front of you.
Well, what if UFC is saying this is all hypothetical numbers? What if UFC is like, we'll give you $1 million, whatever fight, whatever number he wants, right? But what if PFL, who he hasn't had any beef with so
you stole my question.
Offers him the same amount of money? And like, does he? I
was gonna say, what promotion you think he go to?
I think PFL, they just seem to have the new money out of nowhere.
Pulling it out of their ass. Truth, right? They going for it. Bellator is a joke.
They got drug money over there in PFL right now.
Bellator lost one of their biggest fighters to bare fist knuckles of boxing. What's his name?
Michael Venom Page.
Yeah, Page. They lost Page to fucking bare knuckle boxing. Bellator's going down the drain.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you know what'll be a funny one? And
it goes to Ryzen.
Nah, I meant to say this before the stream, but we on now. If he goes to the Jorge Masvidal one, we need to pull up there. They shoot it in Georgia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I actually get notifications about that. I never knew what that was.
They shoot it in Savannah.
Hey, and UFC Orlando, I don't know if y'all seen that card, but it's absolutely stacked.
Was it like Icon or something? Icon FC?
I actually don't know. It might be Icon. That sounds really. That
Yeah,
sounds like
because it ain't
Greenville.
Eagle. I think it's Icon FC. Yeah, man, we need to go to one of them things, man.
Yeah,
I think
UFC
it's
Orlando
free.
is absolutely
They
stacked.
say it's free. That's
Evan
how you know. Nope.
Holland, Tai Tuivasa.
Free.
how much are the tickets to UFC Orlando?
I don't know,
No.
but it's definitely not free. Hold on, he caught my attention with that.
Yeah, man.
He's a free.
Ain't
And
nothing
it's Jorge
cheap.
Masvidal. You know
You
they're
tell
gonna
me
be.
I can get like a meet and greet for $25?
Bruh, come on. You know, no, it's gonna be free, man.
I
They're
know,
gonna be
but I'm
giving
saying you
that
get
shit
free
away.
tickets
And
anyway.
the
You
drip,
get
the drip
VIP.
I'm gonna have, and the hose I'm gonna pull. First off, I'm pulling a ring girl. That's off rip. And then after that, I'm like, yo, take me to your boss. She gonna be like, huh? I'm like, yo, you heard me.
Take me to your boss.
Take me to your boss. She gonna be like,
His ass pulling up like some aliens, but take me to your leader.
nah, dog. This is how I show up everywhere, and it always works out. This is how I could pull.
I
Shit,
respect.
that's how I met y'all. I
you
step
gotta
to
get
people.
that.
Yo,
You
what's
gotta
up?
get that UFC Venom shirt. But like, yeah, I need to talk to your boss.
I'm gonna have it on. I'm gonna have the watch on. I'm gonna have the jewelry on. I'm gonna have the grill in. It's gonna be Jorge Masvidal gonna be like, you from Florida? I'm like, nah. But come on, let's talk, man. I'll tell you what.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's see. Where were we?
Yeah, where were we?
We have the co-main event. It was quicker than the walkouts. We had Aljo Sterling with the second round TKO of TJ Dillashaw, where he just absolutely took that boy to school, bro. Just whooped his ass.
This shit was fucking terrible. I don't think TJ Dillashaw had a second of like really breathing time. The fact that Aljo was on top and just giving him elbows, and the refs just watching this like, you fucking deserve this, you dirty piece of shit. I loved every
Beat
single
his ass, Aljo.
Nah, I'm
You
with
said
you.
what?
You
I said beat
his
it. The
ass.
ref was saying beat his ass,
Yeah,
Aljo.
fuck him up. Fuck him up. What you be calling him? Comedian on Mac, Aljo main event.
Aljo main event, dog.
That's so hard, Aljo main event.
That's Aljo main event right there. I mean, that night, Aljo co-main event. But come on, bro. He be selling himself. Funk Master. Granted, it rubs me the wrong way culturally. I'm like, be Reggae Master. You know what I'm saying? Aljo main event. Yeah. But I can't. Yo, one thing. First off, my money was on Aljo. I love Aljo. First time when I tried to hit the gym, I watched the UFC. So I'm like, whose body do I want to mimic after for my height and shit? I was like, oh, Aljo. You know what I'm saying? He's from Long Island, just like me. So, like, I'm gonna ride with Aljo till he dies.
Bro, Aljo's a special.
I'm just not riding with Funk Master. I can't do it.
We have a comment down in the YouTube chat. This is from something a little bit before, calling it out now. When we were talking about who's the best boxer in the UFC, Jerry Will 24 said best boxer is Jake Paul. The fuck?
Well, tune into our stream on Saturday tomorrow, and you can talk about him the whole time. We'll interact and all that, but he's not in the UFC, sweetie.
This is me throwing Jerry out the window because I was using him. I was watching his Thursday Night Football reaction. And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
We love you, Jerry. Though we love you, Jerry.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. They say I go follow, subscribe. I just look like I like listening to his shit because he brings up stuff I forgot. Like I was like, oh, this nigga did get hurt, or this person did do this, or this person did make this drop. But besides that, I'm like, bro, what the fuck game did you watch? Leonard Fournette sucks.
All right. Well, so back to the co-main event. Aljo, or the fight itself, I believe was 8 minutes. Like I think it was about either 8 minutes or 7 minutes and 45 seconds total. Aljo's control time
44 seconds.
Okay, 8 minutes 7 minutes and 6 seconds control time on TJ.
God damn.
It was literally him just beating his ass at 72 significant strikes to TJ's 8. 148 total strikes to TJ's 13. He had more than 10 times his total strikes. That's ass whooping, bro. That's someone like, please help that man. But when you know it's TJ Dillashaw, no one helped that man.
Watch him die. Take him to the deep seas and take him to the deep waters and let him drown. Or if you're Aljo, just take him to the shallow and punch the shit out of his stupid ass.
For me,
where's Aljo go from here? Does he fight the Cheeto fight? I think he tweeted at Cheeto with a money bag sign, so we might get that Cheeto. But I think Cheeto versus Sandhagen was already in the works for like #1 contendership. Who I don't know. Dana White makes his own rules.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
We all
I say
know
what's up, Henry Cejudo.
it's how exactly. I was gonna say we all know it's Al Jones Cejudo.
Is Cejudo in the testing pool though?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
been
he
in
is?
the testing pool for like 8 months.
Okay, that's all that matters.
I remember when he got in it, everyone's like, "Why is he in the testing pool? He's not even coming back." I guess he knew that they had to wait the 6 months. I didn't know that shit. That's how I know Connor's never coming back.
And Connor's not in the testing pool. Dana
He's
White had
never
to answer
coming
that.
back. No, he had to answer that because they're like, "How come he ain't been fucking tested?" Everybody's like, he's just posting pictures, pumped up. Niggas is like
Just
Justin Gaethje. Yo, he's on steroids and shit.
Just
Justin
walking
Gaethje
around
said
like
that.
this.
Yeah. He's like, yo, this dude's on steroids. He's
He's
cycling
looking
on,
like
cycling
Connor
off.
Ben from boxing. You wouldn't know what that is, Romeo, but he just got popped for EPOs and he was juiced all the way up.
Yeah, you're looking like John Cena with a beard.
Oh shit. Kev was speaking deep water main event. Islam Makhachev fucking took him.
Wait, hold on. Before we go to, so how do y'all feel about this man, TJ Dills? Oh, my shoulder, the hardest
hate
camp
him.
I've
I
ever
hate
had
him.
in my life.
Talk about built-in excuses. I hate him. That's what I'm saying. This guy keeps doing things to make me hate him.
He's a crybaby.
He did the thing on Tough. Then he lost to Henry Cejudo, who I hated at the time.
King of cringe.
Then, even before, before he was that, I was like, you did not beat Demetrius Johnson. You did not beat him. You did not beat him. And then it finds out later, Demetrius Johnson talks about he got traded for Ben Askren or whatever. I was like, bruh, I'm starting to think he lost. They just gave him the loss to make the trade.
They might be seeing
the trade
something
was
with
already
Peter Yan.
established.
Might be
Why
seeing
would you
something with
trade
Peter
a
Yan.
champion? Why would you trade a champion? You're not gonna trade a
Yan trade
champion.
alert.
You say, huh?
Peter Yan trade alert.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you trade? I mean, it's just like, nah, you gotta make him lose to build the other guy. Henry was built up, but he quit. Nobody seen that coming.
Back to Dillashaw though. You're saying the other reason you hate him is why? You said because
after he lost to the dude I hated, he got popped for steroids. Now, I don't think he beat Sandhagen, but I'm not even pissed about that. Now you lost to Aljo, popped all that shit, and you got excuses. And it's not even the fact you have excuses. That pisses me off. The thing that pissed me off to the point where if I see him, it's on. Everyone else is like believing it and like running with it. Like, I'm like, really, guys? Nobody's calling him a bitch for this. Everyone's like, well, yeah, I wonder how it would happen if he had a good shoulder. I was like, bitch, he had a good shoulder. He had a bad night. That's what it was.
No,
that ran into a real motherfucker.
That bitch definitely popped the fuck out in mid takedown type shit. But I'll say this:
who made it happen? Aljo made it happen. It's not like it just
definitely
popped out like, hey, oh, it's on. No.
Nah, definitely. So I'm saying that, like, but I'm just saying off the face that you can't be out here bitching and screaming about how your camp was this hard and all this extra bullshit. Dana White said it best, like, you can't do nothing if you don't fucking tell them boys. So, like, if it was.
You know who else did that? Connor. With his legs. The first fight with Dustin Poirier, he's like, oh, yeah.
The second one?
No, the first one. Even the first one.
Really?
I remember the first one. I remember the second
this,
one.
And the third. No, go back to the first. He had excuses for that too. The second one, when it broke, he came with all the excuses. He even tried to have a doctor in there. I had fractures already. Yeah. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that. Just like I don't want to see a winner cry.
Damn, you don't like tears of joy?
No.
What about
you can't just have a good time?
I was gonna say
that shit.
I was gonna say, what about Leon Edwards? But I already know his answer to that.
No. Oh, fuck no, not for him. Oh, my mom. Fuck your mom, bitch. I don't like him.
Bitch.
His mom's cool. I don't want to say fuck his mom because I just can't go out like that live on the internet.
No, but TJ Dillashaw's a snake. No one fucked with him in the MMA community. The fans don't really fuck with him. The only reason he's around is because he's still a good fighter, not a champion tier fighter, but good fighter.
It's just so easy to call him a bitch, and it just rolls off the tongue so well. He deserves it every time.
Has he ever fought Dominic Cruz?
Yeah, he lost twice.
Yeah, he lost to Cruz twice back in the day.
I bet he beat him now.
Oh, probably now, yeah.
That would low-key be a good fight.
Tell that fight.
The trilogy.
He don't need to be doing shit else. Dillashaw's next fight, 135. Let's see.
If Cheeto gets the fight with Sterling, I could see Dillashaw Sandhagen too.
He got the mullet. He got the mullet, the wild boy. I know he's at 135. Not Shane Burgos. He just went to PFL. The other one, Ricky Simone.
Oh, Kev loves him some Ricky
Oh, my
Simone.
dog Ricky Simone.
Yeah, have him fight Ricky Simone.
That'd be a good fight. That is a good fight.
They'll sell that shit.
Make it happen, UFC.
And Ricky will beat his ass. And Ricky will be up to be a contender. And that'll be a good fight because Aljo.
And Ricky got the wrestling background.
Fight like a strong wrestler.
Big, strong wrestler.
But people will be sleeping on Aljo's hands the same way they slept on Khabib's hands. I'll never forget. They was like, Conor. I was like, yo, Khabib dropped him. Like, stop acting like Khabib ain't got hands. He's the full fighter. He fights how he wants.
So similar to B that jump right into it. Islam getting the dub over Oliveira. He got a knockdown with his hands. He fucking 5 minutes control time. I know Oliveira likes to give up his back. It's not like he was getting mounted the whole time, but it's still on paper. 5 minutes control time, 2 or 3 on takedowns, out striking him 72-25. Like the Islam train was coming. I was the conductor. I was putting coal in that motherfucker, moving the train down, and choo all aboard.
On paper, it's an ass whooping.
Yeah, on paper it looks bad, but what we saw
life,
like that.
It was a fight from beginning to end. And I don't like how the media is spinning it like, because they're doing the on paper reports. They're like, oh, it was a dominant. I was like, it was not dominant. Charles was whooping ass. Charles was fighting. Charles was doing his goddamn thing. He just lost. They fought all the way to the end. Even when he tapped, people didn't think he was finna tap. Except for me, though. Before the knockdown.
Sambo strength, boy.
Before the knockdown, played the tape back. I clipped it. I was like, oh, the look in his eyes, this fight's about to end.
Fuck, I remember when he did win, I fucking did a lap around my fucking chair. I got that was going crazy.
Yeah, somebody told me that too. Somebody that watched the stream. It's like that dude went ham when Islam won.
Oh, for real? Yeah, no, for because this was a legit 50-50 fight. I didn't like how the odds had it Islam such a big favorite, but I do know it's the Habib and the betting market. But Oliveira, like control time 5 minutes, but Oliveira likes to be on his back. He was like Islam had to fight just to keep on top of him. I did see some tape study people posted that throughout the fight, Oliveira has a tendency to keep his right elbow high to block shots. And the first couple of times, Islam was
get the triangle.
Yeah, he was noticing it, and then all of a sudden he went to set up a triangle before the first round ended or something. It didn't go through, but he had noticed it also. So then when he jumped on him, he immediately sucked that on like right under and just took it. And that tells me Oliveira sees the tape himself. He can adjust that. And then maybe the next fight might be even fucking closer. Like that's what I don't think Islam's gonna, if they rematch or something, I don't think Islam's just gonna roll over him again. I think like if you notice is that one issue, I do think Islam still wins. Don't get me wrong, I'm my boy. But if it's one issue like that, Oliveira can adjust.
Nah.
What's up, Kev? Kev looks like he's about to say something.
Yeah, man. We waiting on you.
I had my whole Brazil fit. Like I was Bronx all the way. Like I was like, I don't care that I've seen motherfucker. I don't care that I'm pretty sure Islam can take on a motherfucking bull and choke him out. Like, I'm not stressing that. I don't think that he can punch out just because I think he punches out polar bears on his during winter vacation out there, motherfucking. I thought Bronx had him, but Islam is just strong as fuck. Like that's insane how strong he is, and his strikes are so deadly. Like I definitely think Oliveira's probably the best. That's probably the best matchup we're gonna see in that division with him, like with Islam. But like Islam is just on a class on his own because every time he threw, it was with ruthless and deadly intention. It was insane. So I was just like, I guess the run's over. I think Oliveira probably the greatest, the best, probably like top 5 runs I've ever heard of. It's like him, Anderson Silva, like motherfucking. They're the strong runs in that shit, and it's tough that it went out that way, but. Islam looking like an unstoppable unstoppable motherfucking force that's running into Volkanovski next though. So how do y'all feel about that?
Volk gonna lose.
Volk's too small. Like I love Volk, but like you saw how much muscle he put on to Oliveira. Volk, I mean, I don't think Volk's gonna take a year off to build up muscle the right way. I know he's a bigger already that goes down, but Islam's even bigger going down. Like, so like Islam is just gonna just, if it hits the ground, I think Islam's manhandling him, and it will hit the ground because that's Islam's MO.
Now, see, I'm not with you on the size because he got to size for this fight. Now, when they do fight, he's already had one camp under his belt at this weight, so he can actually. He don't need the year because he's he's the highest level athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on his Kobe shit. You feel me?
But shit, look at John Jones. He doing it the smart
He's not
way.
on his Kobe shit. He did it that way because he needed to do it that way. He's not active. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? This dude's active, and he's used to walking around heavy. So I'm with him with that. He's probably got strong bones. You know what I'm saying? But he's not. He doesn't have strong enough muscles for Islam. You know what I'm saying? Islam is a strong, muscular man.
And that wrist control shit that they do.
You could be big all day. I've seen a lean, strong dude just toss a big dude. Yeah. What Volkanovski used to be big. How did he look big? Was he big and swole? Or was he big? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not strong. Linky man, T-City, Brian Ortega almost had him in a triangle to the point where on the interviews, he even said that triangle was in deep, and I did think it was about to be over. But once he started loosening up, I found my thing. Dog, that ain't gonna happen in Islam. Ain't gonna be once he loosened up.
Now Islam's gonna motherfucking squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. But
I'm calling round 2.
Oh, I like it too, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I got my dog vote just off of the fact that like Islam's a dangerous. I feel like Islam would be Islam's one of my top 5 fighters. It's just like he just went against my number 2 and 3.
Stop. These ain't your 2, 3, and 5s. You can't. Not just champions.
Yeah.
Actually, you new to the game, so we gonna.
This nigga's over here. This nigga's over here taking out my dogs.
Dog, I'm telling you, dog. Volk. Granted, I loved Max Holloway. That might have been the first fighter that I was like I liked a lot, but I was like, yo, I love this guy because he don't look like he can fight. If I seen him in the street, like at a gas station, and I didn't know who he was, and he
I tried,
did some shit, and then like it came to that, I'm like, I'm finna whoop this nigga. That, you know what I'm saying? He does not look like he can fight, and he goes out there and beats the dog shit out of everybody. So when he beat him, I was not happy, especially the first 2 times. First time, I didn't agree, but give him that. Second time, nigga, you lost. But they gave him that. Third time, he said, nigga, ain't gonna be no 4th.
But that's ball Volky. That's a whole different breed.
Yeah, but he fought him like 3 times in a row. He just was like, I'm so ready for this motherfucker. Like, and then you fought a lower tier opponent yelling at DC and shit. You can't do that with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Volk's gonna lose. Islam, it's gonna be too strong. This is how I know it's gonna be round 2. Let me break this down. Let me fight IQ y'all real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna clip this off. When it happens the way it does. It's 8/17, Friday, October 28th. Islam is gonna be fucking up not Oliveira, Volkanovski. He's gonna test him with striking. Volk's probably gonna do some dumb shit, get in there and land a good strike. And then Islam's gonna be like, all right, enough with the striking. Let me just do the takedowns. This is what he's expecting. I'm takedown guy. But let me halfway these takedowns. He's gonna get now the first one, he's probably gonna go all the way to see how strong Volk is. And he's gonna take him down. And once he takes him down, he's gonna be like, all right, now I know how strong he is. Bam. He's gonna hit him a few. He's gonna let Islam get up. Actually, he might just let Oliveira get up himself. Either way, Oliveira's gonna get up because he's that nigga. No submissions are gonna be attempted in round 1 unless there's a severe ass whooping where he's like, yeah, I could get this pussy out. But I don't see Volk being that big dude. Like I always say, he's a squished down drained, white dipped, Kamaru Usman. You know what I'm saying? He's white Kamaru Usman. He's
I actually hate this nigga.
yeah, I'm just saying. So that's round one. He's probably gonna get taken down for sure once. Volk's gonna get taken down once. Twice, maybe on some bragging shit. And that's
all
if
it
Volk
takes.
sucks. He's gonna no, but he's not gonna go for any submissions. I'm telling you, dog. Islam's gonna toy with him the first round. He just came from the scariest thing on the ground. He's not worried about nobody down there. So he's gonna start the round off, finding his distance, doing this, then the third. Volk's gonna think he's smart. He's gonna get inside and land something big. Islam's gonna be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then he's gonna take him to the ground. They're gonna be like, oh, he's taking him to the ground because he's good to control his head. Whatever dumb shit they're gonna say. He's gonna be testing him there. He's gonna let him up. They're gonna finish on their feet. But he might take him down again. But they're gonna finish on their feet. Round two, nigga, it's on.
Yeah, because that especially when Habib's in your corner and them telling you, what the fuck are you doing? Finish this fight.
No, he's not gonna say what you're doing. He's like, great, you followed the plan. Now, what did you learn? Well, I learned this, that, and the third. He's strongest when he does it. All right, cool. Khabib's gonna be like, well, if I was in there, I would do this. Islam's gonna be like, yo, that sounds good, but that one part, I might do that. And he'll be like, well, Khabib's gonna be like, fine, that's cool. Do that part. Then they're gonna get back in the ring, and then both their plans gonna be out the window because Islam's gonna be beating his motherfucking ass so bad. I'm calling a knockout round two. There's not gonna be no submissions because Volk's gonna do everything in his power to keep the thing on his feet, and that's when he's gonna find out. Oh God! Not only is he a super strong wrestler, he's a super strong striker. Wow!
Get his ass.
Only throws with bad intentions every time.
No, I definitely can see that. I'm like I said, I'm big. I'm all Islam all the way. So I fuck with any way you see him winning, I'm co-signing.
Nah, I love Volkanovski too. I can see Volkanovski winning by decision, split.
Seen worse. But shit, y'all got anything else on this card before y'all want to move on to this next week's card or this weekend's card?
Hell no, man. Let me know. Hey, Abu Dhabi, they showed out. It was motherfucking. It was everything that we was hoping for. They definitely stacked the fuck out that motherfucker. I can't wait to be back.
We'll be back. Let's see. What is this? UFC Vegas 63? UFC Vegas 63, boys. Cater versus Allen. Any fights jump out to you? I know you got some personal favorites on here, Romeo.
Yeah. Let me see if anyone I like is on the prelim. I doubt it. Oh, Chase Hooper's on. He's gonna lose.
You hating on Chase Hooper?
I'm not hating on Chase Hooper, but they were trying to make him somebody, but he's too little. They fed him his first fight, cool. Maybe even his second, I don't know. He lost his last one, I think by decision. Pretty bad. This next guy's gonna beat the fucking shit out of him. Chase Hooper's done.
Sergio, I think it's Sergio Garcia is like a big underdog, plus 250 or something.
I'm not 100% sure, but I just don't see them caring about building Chase anymore. He's in the same building level as Darren Till.
No, I can understand. I remember Chase Hooper was because he's this white boy with curly hair that looks goofy, and they wanted to sell him as, hey, look, this guy's a dominant fighter, and then eventually find out he's not a dominant fighter.
No, they sold him as he's a dominant jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah,
which he is, but he's too little to fight the people he's fighting. But he might do ill because let's remember that's how Sean O'Malley came in. He was very little with the curly hair and shit. Now he's walking around a little swollenness, a little more tattoos and
rainbow hair like a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the guy he's fighting is finna have that.
I was talking more on your homeboy on the main card right here.
Oh yeah, let's start from main card down.
You said Tresean Gore.
Look, man, let me tell you right now. I'm gonna click this for sure. Tresean Gore finna beat this motherfucking man ass, and I'm finna tell you why. I'm gonna give you my reasons first, and then I'm gonna give you the analytical reasons second. You know what I'm saying? First off, he's repping Lawrenceville, Georgia. I am the Lawrenceville. I am Lawrenceville, Georgia. He beating his man ass. And now he's coming off 2 losses in the UFC. He lost the Brian Battle by decision. And Brian Battle's a good fighter.
Brian Battle's a really good fighter. Yeah.
He's undefeated in the UFC so far. And he went down a weight class. He went down from 185 to 170. Looked depleted. Still beat the guy's ass. So he lost to him. Coming off an injury. Okay? Y'all want to talk about Trayshawn Gore. His only 2 losses are inside the UFC. On the Ultimate Fighter, whooping ass. Everyone thought he was going to win. Matter of fact, he was in the finale, but he got hurt because he was training because he's a motherfucking beast. You feel me?
Big swole ass motherfucker.
He is. And he kind of looks like my friend. I mean, I got some jokes about him too, but I ain't going to do that here. You know what I'm saying?
He is an underdog, though, so you picking him to win. Hey, that's
he's a fucking underdog. He fucking lost twice. You know what I'm saying? But I know what he's capable of. And he trains at American Top Team, the Limas brothers, which is down the street from my crib, bro. Not only does he train there, he's trained with Charles Oliveira. He's trained with Davison Figueiredo. He's trained with, who's the guy Izzy beat last?
Brunson.
No, the black guy. Cannonier. He's trained with Jerry Cannonier. He trains with high-level fighters, bro. He's just trying to find his rhythm. And I believe when he got in the UFC, he was trying to be more of the flashy knockout guy instead of sticking to the full martial arts. But now since he lost twice, he's like, yo, fuck that shit. I'm going to go what got me to the dance, which is whooping ass, sticking to martial arts, and fuck trying to get something except a win. I don't need the knockout. I don't need this. I just need to win.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell him, Kev. Tell him. Kev, you have any fight on this card that you're particularly looking forward to?
I want to see Calvin Kattar, man. They fucking robbed my dog last time I seen him fight. And I got to watch him get fucked in. And every time we bring up him getting fucked up by Max Holloway so much on the podcast, I'd be like, okay, that's my dog. I don't appreciate how we be fucking, but it happens. So I want to see him kind of outboxing because you guys were asking who was the best boxer. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like, wasn't for the fact Max Holloway beat the shit out of him with straight hands, that'd be one of my favorite boxers in the UFC right now.
Who'd he beat?
Hey,
he beat the shit out of Giga, who they were pushing hard, and Giga is a great kickboxer, and he just put a complete ass.
Giga is a good kickboxer, but look where he's from. We all know his birth foundation is that wrestling shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to hands,
nationality.
When it comes to hands, he couldn't beat Max Holloway. You feel me? He couldn't beat. I mean, it's a beat, but
let me see. I'm on it. He got a KO on Shane Burgos.
Josh Emmett. I don't give a fuck what people say.
Oh yeah, no. Josh Emmett did not win that fight.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Fuck no, bro. That was worse than the Jan O'Malley fight. Yeah, I'm pulling up the fight right now. I'm getting this.
Y'all acting like this was like Pacquiao's first loss. No, Josh Emmett won.
No, bro. Josh Emmett didn't. I don't even think Emmett got one. Like he got clean strikes, but not like his power strikes. What was it? 130 to 107, and pure headshots 114 to 73.
Yo, those takedowns matter, bro. And when
he got no takedowns. 0 for 4 on takedowns.
He got attempts. Oh damn, that's on paper though. Josh Emmett, like Volkanovski, that little compact shit. That shit hit hard, man.
We got to compile all the split decision robberies or any decision robberies, write them down on a list, and have a watch along, like there's rewatching those specific fights.
John Jones and Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes won.
Oh, that John Jones fight. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. We can agree on that one.
I might even give it to Thiago.
Oh, before the knee, before the illegal knee.
Nah, he fought that.
No, that's Jan. You talking Santos versus Shevchenko.
No, I'm talking about Jones.
You know, John Jones, Thiago. I'm pretty sure Thiago hit him with Thiago got hit with an illegal knee, and then afterwards.
That was Smith.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's Anthony Smith.
No,
he was on. If he would have said, "Hey, I can't fight no more," he would have been champion. But he chose to fight on.
Round 1, Thiago tore every ligament in his knee. Fought 5
Savage. PFL. Hey, now PFL legend.
Yeah, after losing the goddamn, what's that black nigga that just put him away?
Jamal Hill.
Jamal Hill. Boy,
Big swole. Yeah, that was a good fight this year.
Jamal Hill ghetto. He got popcorn naps. You know what I'm saying? No, KK. He got that's street shit.
That's take your granny purse type shit.
Yeah, like I ain't never had that.
Well,
Like I ain't never been that savage.
back to the Cater debacle. Arnold Allen, I actually think he's gonna beat Calvin Cater.
Of course he is. Arnold Allen's a motherfucking goddamn. Bro, not only is he a savage, he's hungry. This motherfucker drives 3 hours to train and 3 hours to go home. He showers in truck stops. He fucking dog. He's fighting his ass off. He beat the dog shit out of Dan Hooker. He's like,
just KO'd him first
kick
round.
your ass back to your division because this ain't what you want, bro. That's a strong, proportioned person.
He's been in the UFC since 2015. Has yet to lose,
bro.
Jeez.
What is he? 9-0 in the UFC?
In the UFC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9-0.
What is it? B10.
He has a fucking submission, KO, 2 submissions, KO, rest decisions. But boy, I just like him because I like mixed martial artists. I like someone who can tag you up on the feet, set you up,
he's like
and
a
then
baby
GSP. Submit you.
Like a baby George St. Pierre.
And southpaw too.
Like an offspring. He's like a George St. Pierre offspring.
And he just looks like someone created in the lab. Like when he comes into the walk, he looks like someone that was like literally.
And he's poor. That shit matters.
Get it from the dirt.
How that shit go, man?
But if Cater can keep the distance, I could see because Cater do got like 4 inches on his ass. He's tall.
Arnold ain't finna. You know when they show the dog.
I know. I love Arnold, but give me the Arnold.
It
2
ain't
first
gonna happen
names,
like
bro.
that.
Arnold Allen.
Yo, first off, Cater's looking past him. Let's just keep it real. That's a problem for me. You don't look past your opponent.
What Cater talking about?
Bro, he talking about I won that last fight. And then he's talking about like, yo, we gonna see what's up with that, the division, this like the title and shit. I'm like,
no, bro. Does Cater? You are a gatekeeper now, bro. We know you're not being Holloway. We know you're not being Volk. We know just stay your ass at the 4 or 5 spot and just knock off anyone who shouldn't be better than you.
There it goes.
Allen. He's not being Allen.
You're
right.
I think Allen's opening the gate.
He gonna be Jose Aldo.
Oh no!
Right now, not the old Jose. The leaving out.
This is the new. This is the new old Jose.
Yeah, everybody gonna talk about some. Well, he beat Calvin Cater.
But that's a good fight. That's actually, if it goes all 5 rounds and it was fading, that should be fight tonight. Only other fight I see maybe getting fight tonight is the Tim Means Max Griffin fucking co-main.
Those 5 rounds, Cater's winning.
Oh yeah, because I don't think Arnold Allen's seen 5 rounds yet.
Not even about that. It's about Caven complaining on the internet about how he won. They're gonna give him that.
Oh my god!
As long as he does enough. As long as he does enough.
But Tim Means, bro, I was telling Romeo, he's just like your white uncle that had a few too many beers. He's back in the day did some BJJ and some mixed martial arts, so he's ready to fight anybody, even though he's not the most technically gifted. Last time we seen him, that was Kevin Holland's first fight at welterweight. He got submitted, but before that, he was on a nice little 3-fight win streak. But he always is in fight of the nights. Like he's somebody who never ranked high, but has a lot of bonuses. Max Griffin, he was like 15 or 14 welterweight before he lost to Geoff Neal. So he's a young gun who's trying to move back up into the welterweight rankings.
See, I like Max Griffin. You know what I'm saying? He beat Neil Magny. And to me, when people beat Neil Magny, that shit means something. You know what I'm saying? Neil Magny,
like Neil.
He fights. You know what I'm saying? But he don't fight like Tim Mean. You feel me? Tim Mean fought Mike Perry to a decision. That shit means something. That means you can fight or you could get hit.
Bert, he's had like I don't even know how many fights in UFC. He's been around and he's been in wars.
Put it this way: Kevin Holland knew to choke him, and Kevin Holland's a striker. Granted, he's got his black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's great at jiu-jitsu. But he stuck to strategy, which is what Trayshawn DeGore is going to do. But he stuck to strategy. He's like, yeah, I'm not finna stand here and be punching on this dude that could fucking take punches. He's got 32 wins. Like, he's not a pussy.
Yeah, I mean, look, this man's been fighting the UFC since 2012, since it was on Field TV.
Oh wow.
At UFC on Fox is another one of his cards.
I was
UFC
about
on
to say,
FX.
is that during the Fox fucking the Fox contract?
But Dan Henderson was main eventing when he fought Jorge Masvidal in 2013 on a Dan Henderson card. That's a
Oh,
third.
I
That's a
just seen
bingo
something.
card.
I just seen something.
And he fought Neil Magny's ass too.
I'm going with Tim Means now.
what? Change of heart?
Kevin Holland, a striker, had to submit him. He went the distance with a crazy man, Mike Perry. Then Daniel Rodriguez, who was gonna fight Kevin Holland, is gonna have a slugfest.
Rod.
He submitted him. You have to fight this man, and I don't see Max Griffin fighting him like that. Let's see how his wins are.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is gonna be a good fight because I think it's gonna be a slugfest. I think it's gonna be Team Means is like Brian Barberena. Like they just literally go out there and want to put on a show. Like let the judges decide because I'm just gonna bang it out.
I got Means by knockout, Griffin by decision.
He's building the parlays as we speak right now. I'm taking who's the favorite here? Griffin. Give me Tim Means as an underdog. That's my uncle right there. Go knock somebody out this weekend.
Tim Means the underdog? Oh man, they're wild. Knockout or submission? I don't give a fuck if it's minus
30, but he is 38 years old. He has been around the block.
Yeah, but they're not trying to build Max Griffin, so this is just a prelim. I mean, this is just a fight.
Damn, Max Griffin is 36 also. I didn't know he was old too.
That's what I'm saying. They're not trying to build him, or I know him more than I would know him more.
I know him because before the Neil Magny fight, he got onto Twitter, told everybody, "Hey, I'm an underdog. Oh, go bet me, free money," and then lost. This betting community has not been on his side since.
Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like we can't trust him now.
Hey, over. This is all I need to know to bet against Max Griffin. UFC debut. He got knocked out by Colby Covington.
Oh, can't be
2016.
But Colby Covington can fight. He got hands.
No, but he's not knocking motherfuckers out.
He can though.
He's knocking Max Griffin out. He ain't knocking Tim Means out.
Hey, we real free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tim Means by knockout, Griffin by decision.
All right. Oh shit.
Or a knockout. Yeah, he might get lucky. Or Griffin might get smart. No. Griffin by decision or submission.
That he does have some submissions. He has
if
like
he's
four
smart,
submissions.
he would submit this motherfucker round one. Why did it dry?
But shit. To stay tuned because we might be going live for this card. Not too sure. It's gonna be a Las Vegas card, so that shit, that shit's kind of early.
I am prelim start at 5, I think, and the main card starts at 7. I will be live.
I might. What's it called? There's a good chance I should be able to make that.
I'm gonna be live for the Jake Paul too. That's 9.
Yeah, that was the 9.
Definitely gonna be there for that.
Uriah Hall versus Le'Veon Bell. You gotta see how that one tunes out. I hope Uriah Paul.
I had Uriah till I seen the open workout. I was like, Uriah, why are you so fat?
He is fat. He does not look like he's taking this seriously.
Fast or nothing. I was like, this other guy, like, I say hunger matters. Like, I know this guy's already rich, but he wants to beat you. He wants to beat you more than you want to beat him.
So yeah, stay tuned. We got that, and then Lomachenko's return boxing to boxings this weekend as well. Decision. So fighting world's going on fire this Saturday.
Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. I mean, you left that out.
You already addressed it.
Nah, I addressed it.
But shit, y'all got any rapping comments before we head out of here?
Hey man, I love fighting, and we get to watch that bitch every motherfucking weekend. You can't beat it, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm out here streaming live on my YouTube channel, comedian Romeo Mac, and that's pretty much me on all streams. I mean, all social media platforms or whatever. So yeah, vote with me. I'll be streaming this fight, and then after that, I'll be streaming the Jake Paul fight. Comedian Romeo Mac.
Yeah, y'all boys, go give him a follow on all social media and streaming services. That boy is hella funny. We're talking fighting, fucking weekly, co-promoting, all that type of shit. We're always hopping on each other's stuff. But this has been fucking Totally Blitz podcast with comedian Romeo Mack. We recapped UFC 280 Abu Dhabi, Viva la Islam, and we talked UFC Vegas 63 before we left. And if y'all didn't know, now y'all know, motherfuckers.
Totally Blitz live, you bitch.
Shout out to